Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So it's a bank holiday Monday here in the UK, and this is the start of a new series I'm going to try and put out bi-weekly. So this is the Collection In Depth episode 1. So this is basically where I'm going to split up my collection and go through it bit by bit. I'm going to try and do it by letters, but that may not be the way, because I'm going to try and go through each individual bit. So I'll try and start it, or the first episode is numbers first, and then obviously we'll try and go through A, B, C. Now maybe like A, if there's a lot of A's, it gets split. Obviously we've got Disney and Marvel in there and stuff, so I'll try and dedicate sections to them. Obviously then there's anime that's all behind me, and then TV, kind of animated TV series and films that is all part. So it'll be complex, but anyway, let's get to it and let's see the footage. And welcome everybody, here's the in-depth collection. So episode 1, so we're going to start off with the numbers. So how I arrange my collection is it starts with the number titles first and then goes A, B, C. So we see, so obviously the part about the cobwebs, so apologies, we have obviously Two Broke Girls series 1 to 5. They did not release a season 6 for the UK as far as I'm aware, so that was a pain in the backside. Obviously then we have Two Guns, Ryan Reynolds, Denzel Washington. Fairly good film. 3:10 to Yuma, Russell Crowe. That was quite good. I've not seen the original. 3 Days to Kill. I can't remember. Kevin Costner. It wasn't too bad of a film. This was a random one. Obviously I picked up from Third Rock from the Sun, the complete season 6. Lovely series back in the day, but haven't watched it in ages, so as it was cheap I thought, well, pick that up and see if I can get the rest. 4321, so this is obviously a very British film by this guy, Noel Clarke. Yeah, Noel Clarke has it here. It was an alright film. British films I think are a bit hit and miss. 5 Days of War. It's quite a realistic one. The reason why I got it is I believe this stars Richard Cole. Yep, there he is on the left. As I'm a big fan of it as a guy, he's not the biggest war fan. 8 Mile, good Eminem film, good music, good battle, quite interesting. See, for my Nicolas Cage fans out there, 8mm, about Nicolas Cage finding some film of a kind of, looks like a snuff film, and then he basically tries to find out what went on. First season, I think they only released the first season again over here. 8 Simple Rules, quite a good funny series. Obviously a shame the dad died in real life during it, but cool. So that's the first. So then we got 9. So quite a nice animated film about kind of puppet. Then we have Morgan Freeman with 10 Items Left. Quite a little indie film. I think it was the first time we worked with Jonah Hill on that one. 10 Things I Heard About You. All the women out there will probably love this movie. 10 Years the Reunion. Channing Tatum there. It's an okay film. It literally is about the 10-year reunion, about a load of people and how they got on. Didn't think it was the best, really. So this was on the my 100 list of scratch card. 12 Angry Men. So it's basically a juror, a 12 men who are on a jury and basically have to make the decision of if a person is guilty or innocent and how things go. 12 Rounds, John Cena. I actually really liked this film. Just the ending I thought was a little disappointed, but I quite liked all the different chasing things from here to there. 13 Going on 30. Bit of Jennifer Garner, a bit of a chick flicky type one with the kind of age one. I think there was quite a few around this time like that. Then we have 14 Blades. I can't remember if I've watched this. The label's not on it, so I must have done. But much Donnie Yen. Obviously, I imagine the martial arts on it are quite good. Maybe the story might be a bit lacking. This is quite a good one as well. 15 minutes. It's kind of a crime thriller. Kind of the same with 12 Rounds and Speed and all this stuff. They all came out around the same time in the 90s, basically trying to stop a bad guy. It's been a long time since I watched it. Good old Bruce. Obviously this is quite a fun with Mos Def. Obviously his voice is really annoying in this. I would say that's the only bad bit, but it was actually a really good story. It really was a nice obviously 13 Going on 30. We had 17 again. This is obviously the same era as Zac Efron. This was one of the first films I watched with Zac Efron in, and I must admit, I do quite like quite a lot. He's been in like Charlie St. Cloud and Baywatch, and I did like those. If you like gambling stuff, 21, obviously inspired from a true story, is a really good one of how basically he's the teacher and these are his students that are good at mathematics, and they basically go to rob a casino, or basically fix a casino because they're counting cards. Then probably most people you got 21 Jump Street, very funny. 22 Jump Street, my name is Jeff. So then we go, this is the complete set of 24, so we had the first 8 seasons with the movie Redemption there, 7, sorry, then we have 8 here, which obviously the labels Live Another Day, and Legacy. I've only watched up to season 6, I've really watched with my wife up to here and then we stopped, so I do really want to go back and watch. I was a big fan of Tony Almeida's character, and I know obviously the big changes for his character come here, so I am gutted I haven't got round to that. So that's the first of the numbers, still quite a few more to go. So 30 Rock, a series I started to get into. Oh sorry, there's a little dagger there, that must be from a figure. Tracy Morgan's character really did annoy me, so it's why I never got, I think I've watched it all, but yeah, it's not my favourite because he is very annoying, and I find it obviously 50-50. Gordon Joseph Levitt, obviously cancer, right? So it is a little sad and emotional places. And obviously, as you can see, things are always not put in place. This is out of order, 25th hour. So this should actually go here. Welcome to my life of trying to keep everything in order. Yeah, okay, stuff is very much... Something's obviously going on with this shelf, because those should go there, and this is, they should go there. Here you go, a bit of organising happening. Days, minutes. There we go, that's a bit better. So it's in order, so apologies for that. Obviously 25th hour, I haven't seen it, so I can't really tell you much about that. Sorry, zoomed in there. 28 Days, Sandra Bullock in rehab. Was quite a good film. Did open my eyes a little bit to the whole kind of addiction. That's my dog. 28 Days, have seen it. This is just, I've never owned a copy or bought it, it's sealed. And then 28 weeks later, the follow-up. 30 Days of Night, obviously Josh Hartnett, based on the comic book about a town that goes dark for 30 nights and then is invaded by vampires, as you can kind of make them up there. 30 Minutes or Less, as you can tell, kind of the pizza delivery one. This is a comedy. It was alright, it was a little hit and miss. We've already gone over 30, right, okay, so 36 Chinatown, as you can see the label's still on it, so I've not seen this. I will get to it at hopefully some point. Josh Hartnett, 40 Days of Nights, obviously where he's abstinent for 40 days, doesn't have sex. It was alright. I don't remember it too much. Obviously, it's a bestseller. I have watched this digitally, and then bought a copy of 47 Ronin. Can't beat a bit of Keanu there, and a bit of martial arts thrown in. Obviously, we mentioned that. Obviously, big Adam Sandler fan of Drew Barrymore, so 50 First Dates, where she loses her memory. Then Al Pacino, 88 Minutes, kind of a bit like he's got a mission to do and he's got to do it in 88 minutes. It's kind of set in real time, so you kind of have the premise of 24. And there was actually, it was, I think the first one I ever saw was like that, was a Johnny Depp film that we will get to probably in a later episode. Right, so then we have 99 Homes. Quite a good one. It's Michael Shannon even, not Molly Shannon. He's a real estate developer, and basically Andrew Garfield goes on to help move people out of homes, and then realises there's some corruption there. 127 Days, Jane Franco, where he gets stuck in a rock. 127 hours, sorry, not days. Then obviously from the comics, 300, The Spartans. I'm sure everybody's heard of this. And then the sequel, have watched it, but bought a copy anyway of it. 500 Days of Summer, and again another Jason Gordon-Levitt film. When you actually analyse it, it's quite a dysfunctional relationship these two have. Then we've got 1408. So John Cusack, one of my favourite actors. So you'll see a lot of movies from him. Yeah, based kind of on a Stephen King book. So I did not know at the time. 1917, watched end of last year, I think. Quite a good film. Sam Mendes, I like the scenes of the action. It was a very interesting. It's on the top 100 list. So this is like Stanley Kubrick's 2001: A Space Odyssey. Is a little weird, I'm not going to lie. But all in all, 2012, disaster movie. I believe this is another John Cusack film. Yeah. There he is, obviously the best driving of a limo driver ever, but still an alright action movie. Then we have obviously 10,000 BC. Oh, sorry, I'm keep zooming in. It was an alright film, and that's where we're going to stop it for today. So let's just zoom out. That's obviously those 5 sections are more or less numbers, and then we will start A in the next section, which lots and lots and lots of A to go through, so it may be split into it. And I hope you enjoyed the episode 1 of the collection in depth. Yeah, so I'm going to try and come up with these every few weeks or so. So please stay with the video. Obviously, I'll go through everything I've got and a little bit of commenting about what I like and what I don't like. As I say, like most of the stuff I do like it, even if I say there's some stuff I'm not the biggest fan of. But I think there's stuff that's always really worth a rewatch, or it's always good to remember to have a bad film to watch it to kind of appreciate a better film. But anyway, I've been Cypher Sigma. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like, comment and subscribe if you do feel the need to. Otherwise, I'll check you in the next one.